pagsusumikap na mapaunlad ang kalooban, nang mapanatili ang mataas na moral at spiritual na buhay para sa paglilingkod sa bayan, sa sangkatauhan, at higit sa lahat, sa Diyos.
To officially welcome the graduates to the alumni community and to facilitate their induction to the Alumni Association, please welcome Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo, the President of the Alumni Association.
Dear graduates, please raise your right hand and follow after me. I, to state your name, do solemnly pledge my loyalty to the Davao Oriental State University Alumni Association. I swear to uphold my alma mater's noble ideals and dedicate myself to further personal and intellectual development. I promise to commit myself to the work of serving humanity wherever my life touches those of others, and to advocate excellence, innovation, and inclusion in accordance with the laws of our country. I will endeavor to win my own place among alumni who, by their devotion to this ideal, have brought honor and recognition to the Davao Oriental State University. I will conduct my life in a manner worthy of God, of my country, and of my family. So help me God. Congratulations, graduates. Mabuhay.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, to deliver his valedictory address, a round of applause for this year's class valedictorian from the Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, Mr. Ivan L. Duhali.
Please take your seats. Before I begin my speech, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our University President, Dr. Roy G. Ponce, to the respected members of Academic Council, to Research, Innovation, and Extension Council, and the Administration and Finance Council. To our DOSCSD founder and former Congresswoman of 2nd District, Honorable Thelma Z. Almario, Board of Regents, to the faculty and staff, non-teaching staff, distinguished guests, and our Honorable Commencement Speaker, Senator Christopher Lawrence T. Go. To our beloved family and friends, good evening. There is a saying from one of the celebrated female authors, Miss Toni Morrison: if there is a book that you wanted to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. My dearest fellow graduates, it is an honor to stand before you, delivering this valedictory speech, highlighting the end of years of hard work, determination, and growth as we gather to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class of 2024. We have undertaken an incredible journey to reach this significant moment in our lives. I take this as a privilege and a responsibility to thank the people behind our success. I know this is just the start of our path, to chasing our dreams and aspiration for our careers, and the beginning of writing the new chapters of our lives. As we reflect on our college life, I would like to congratulate you all for thriving despite the pandemic, which meant that there was no formal goodbye, and I felt unfair for all of us for not having the graduation ceremony way back in high school. After 6 years of hard work and dedication, I felt like we were robbed by an opportunity that we truly deserve. Some of us lost our loved ones, while others fell victim on this highly contagious virus, which was the COVID-19. During the year 2020, all of our lives changed, turning our physical world into an augmented reality. The pandemic brought us the idea of turning crisis into reality. But in the same manner, exposing the challenges of today's society, leaving a gap between marginalized and privileged sectors. The lack of materials and the difficulty of internet access contributed to the overall scenario. I can still remember when I had to purchase materials for online classes, not for the luxury of having them, but out of necessity. How much more for those who are suffering from poverty? A sad realization that poverty is a hindrance to education. At the beginning of classes, we found ourselves using different online platforms. Every classes would begin by introducing their names and knowing each other, but as a norm, our teachers would let us open cameras, and from there, we could see a glimpse of the world we're living in. Some of us were in the comforts of their homes, while some were in the far-flung areas, trying to interact amidst the difficulty of the situation. Cheers to our missing assignments, submissions that eventually became deadlines, and absences due to interruptions. To my fellow graduates, let's not forget that our educators had also experienced difficulties providing quality education during those times. Amidst the changing environment, they showed an unwavering support and dedication to their jobs. As things were returning to normal, many of us were eager to see each other in person, talking about the online class experiences and their way of coping throughout those difficult times. I am so proud that despite the challenges we face, we stood as strong and resilient as before. Despite all of that, we are privileged to pursue college with free higher education, giving us the advantage to focus on our study, minimizing the financial burden. College is not a race, and it will not matter how much time you spend in achieving your goal. What truly matters is, who are you going to be when we leave this place tonight? If you're going to ask me how I wanted to be remembered, my answer would not by achievements or tangible things, but the memories I leave to the people around me. Let our experiences be a lesson to others and the generations to come that despite life's challenges and uncertain events, we face them with positivity and resilience to continue on our path, chasing our dreams and making them into reality. I would like to thank God for this wonderful opportunity and His guiding love, which help us overcome each obstacle in life. With His presence, we can do all things and continue to be a blessing to others. To all parents, I want to take this moment to express our deepest gratitude for everything that you have done for us. Your unwavering support, endless sacrifices, and unconditional love have brought us to this incredible life milestone. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter, we realize that we would not be here without your guidance, encouragement, and belief in us. You have instilled in us the values of hard work, perseverance, and resilience, shaping us into the individuals we are today. As we have received our diplomas, we carry with us the lessons you have imparted, the values you have instilled, and the love you have given. These achievements is not just ours, but yours as well. Your sacrifices have paved the way for our success, and we are eternally grateful for that. To my classmates and friends, thank you for your support and constant encouragement. Our moments together during good and tough times will be forever cherished. To the BISAM faculty, thank you. Since the beginning, you have shown me an overwhelming support. On behalf of my classmates, thank you for your efforts and support. Also, I would like to thank my IPTBMO family for giving me hope despite failures and challenges in life, for providing me and my colleagues with the knowledge and tangible things are not the only valuable things we can have, but also our ideas and our intellectual property, and for showing us the bigger picture of what life has to offer. On behalf of the class of 2024, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed top management of Davao Oriental State University, headed by our University President, Dr. Roy G. Ponce, to our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Cheryl L. Bautista, to our Vice President for Research, Innovation, and Extension, Dr. Misael B. Clapano, and our Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Roy M.